Hi there, how you doing? It's Colin Daniel here from riffninja.com. Welcome. I'm here to tell you about my new strumming course, and this is a taste of what's on the course. And we'll get started right now, and you can find out more about it at riffninja.com. I find that a lot of beginners to intermediates really lack in their count and really don't understand fractioning of the strums. We're going to just cover a couple basic strums here. We're going to use the G, E minor, C, and D chords, which you should know by now. There's several ways to play G major. I don't care what way you play it. It won't affect the outcome of this because it's about strumming. I mean, you can play it in bar chords too if you like. But to keep it simple, I'm going to play G, E minor, C, and D. Now, one thing that'll really help is learning to count. I took a lot of percussion lessons and studied a lot of percussion, learning to count is the big thing to be a drummer. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that we'll try a few different examples here, because really there's hundreds of songs that work off this chord progression, and it depends on how you strum it to whether then it's the interpretation. So the strum becomes the interpretation of the song, basically. This is a famous chord progression. It's a G, E minor, C, and D. Now, here's a real basic strum that I just played, and it's one down, then another down, up. So down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. This is a half bar change, meaning it's not a full bar. And the count on it is quarter note, which is 1, then 2 and a down up stroke. So the 1 for the first strum is longer than the 2 and, because the 2 and has to be, the 2 strums have to be in the same amount of time as the 1 strum. So it's like 1, 2 and. See, the 2 and takes up 1 beat, the first strum takes up 1 beat. So the first strum is 1 beat, the next 2 strums are 1 beat together. So that's why it's half a bar, right? So 1, 2 and, then you change, 3, 4 and, then you change again. Start another bar, 1, 2 and, then 3, 4 and. That becomes a 2-bar phrase, right? 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 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 1. Speed will affect the outcome of it too. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 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 1. That's a pretty cool strum, and it's not that hard. Now we could do a full bar, and we could apply this strum, if you like, to a full bar. I'd probably do more like 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. And that's what I'd probably prefer in a full bar, because I want the bar to be a little smoother. But you could use this strum that I just showed you, and you could go 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. So that's a quarter strum, then an eighth strum, then a quarter strum, then an eighth strum for each chord. Quarter strum, then eighth strum, 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 quarter strum, eighth, quarter, and then 2 eighths. And that covers 4 bars now, and you count 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 notice with my strumming that I use a very thick pick here, a very thick pick. You see that? It's extremely thick. The thickness of the pick has nothing to do with how smooth your strum is. It's all in the wrist, eh? I treat, these are some helpful hints to make your strumming sound better besides the count. I treat my pick like a brush. So when I've got a G chord and I've got all 6 strings here on the G chord, I literally brush the strings. I actually point the pick up as I'm strumming down, and point the pick down as I'm strumming up. And it's kind of a natural wrist and finger motion together, and relax with the pick. I don't hold the pick very tight, and that's what makes my strum smooth, even if I've got a really thick pick. So even if I have a fast strum with my pick, you don't notice any struggle with it, and you don't hear any protruding notes, like notes that are louder than the others. And when I'm strumming, I make sure I only strum the notes in the chord. For example, I like this C major here with a G bass. Then I can strum all 6 strings, but if you're playing the regular C chord without the G bass, this is a standard one here, then you have to watch that you don't hit that E string, because listen, that 6-string note, when it's open, sounds horrible, right? So if you do this, hear how that E bass string drones out the rest of the chord. So you have to either mute it or don't strum it, right? So what I'm telling you is you have to be careful to what strings you strike. For the G major, I strike all 6. For the E minor, I strike all 6. And I make sure that I get all the strings, not, because one of the things with beginners, they don't strum all, they don't take advantage of all the strings in your chord, and you should learn to take advantage of that. And with the C chord, because I use the C/G bass chord, I play all 6 strings, and the D, only the 4 strings. And for the 1 bar, like I was mentioning, I like 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 that's my other strum that I think is really good. It's an essential strum. So again, that's down, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's 1/4 and 3/8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then you change. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and change to the next chord. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then to the D. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 1. Nice and smooth. Take full advantage of all the strings in each of your chords. All right, I hope this has helped you out and informed you a little bit. And if you're interested some more, we have a 3-day free trial at riffninja.com, and you can come and check it out at the Riff Ninja Academy. Take care. It's been a pleasure. Over and out.